Sonic's Greenhouse Adventure Season 1 Chapter 3 The First Day of School Part 1. Sonic's point of view.
I woke up to my alarm clock. Well, this is it. Today is the first day of school for me. I just hope things go well. I said as I got my shoes on and grabbed my backpack. Then I headed down to the kitchen. I saw a pretzel lady cooking breakfast for me, and boy did it smell delicious. Good morning, pretzel lady, I said happily as I sat down in my usual seat.
Good morning, Sonic. So are you excited about your first day of school?
Pretzel lady asked me as she placed a plate of scrambled eggs in front of me.
Good morning, Sonic. I was just wondering, and if you don't mind, of course, if I drove you to school since it's your first day of school ever.
Donut Lord asked me sweetly. Yes, of course you can drive me, Donut Lord, I said happily in agreement. So after getting ready for our day, Donut Lord drove me to school. Now we were in the parking lot.
Well, here we are. So are you ready?
Donut Lord asked me with the biggest smile on his face. As ready as I'll ever be.
Well, I'll see you at 3 p.m.
Donut Lord said before driving off to work. So I headed to the front doors, and when I got there, I saw Joey and Crystal. Hey Joey and Crystal, I said as I walked over to them with a smile on my face.
Hey Sonic, how are you feeling about your first day?
Crystal asked me sweetly. I'm feeling excited. So can you tell me where the principal's office is? I asked them sheepishly, for as excited as I was still a little nervous.
We can do better than that. We'll take you there ourselves since there's still time before classes starts.
Joey replied happily. Thanks guys, I'm glad that I met you two yesterday. I said in complete gratitude, for I'll never take not being alone anymore for granted. Then they took me to the principal's office door. Well, thanks guys, you're awesome, I said as I gave them a thumbs up.
No problem, see you in class.
Joey said as they walked off. I then took a deep breath and went into the office.
You must be Sonic. Please come in.
Principal Walker said sweetly. Hi there, Principal Walker. It's truly a dream to be here, I said to greet her as I sat in the chair in front of her desk.
Really? I never heard of someone being so passionate and excited about school.
Principal Walker said in reaction, which shocked me as well as her. Well, I guess others just take it for granted since this is my first experience at any school, I explained, trying to make sense of it all myself. Then she giggled lightheartedly.
Well, me and the staff will make sure you are having the best experience as possible here. Anyway, getting back on topic, here's your school schedule, locker number and combination, and a map of the school.
Principal Walker said kindly as she handed me the supplies.
Well, Sonic, welcome to Green Hills High and have a good day.
Principal Walker told me as she opened the door for me to leave. Thanks, and I will, I told her as I left her office. Now back in the hall, I took a look at where my locker was and headed towards it. When I got there, I saw that my locker was right next to Crystal's, for I saw she was there grabbing a book from hers. Oh hey Crystal, it looks like we're locker buddies, I told Crystal excitedly as I put my things in my new locker.
Wow, that's great, Sonic. So how did meeting Principal Walker go?
Crystal asked curiously. Oh, it went well. She was very welcoming, I said excitedly. I still can't believe I made friends here at school already.
That's wonderful. You mind showing me your schedule?
Crystal asked with wonder in her eyes. So I showed her the schedule.
Oh wow, us and Joey have almost the exact same schedule, except for one class, that being math.
Crystal said in a pleasant surprise from seeing that. As for me, this made school even better. Really? That's fantastic, I said happily as we headed to the first class, PE. Which is perfect for me since I can't do my morning runs on the weekdays until breaks now.
Crystal's point of view.
We made it there on time and the teacher introduced Sonic to the class. Everyone seemed very welcoming to Sonic, but my instincts were telling me something was wrong, so I was on high alert for the time being.
When everyone except Sonic went to go change into their uniforms, the teacher said it was up to Sonic if he wanted to do that too. He said no, so he just waited for the rest to finish. He get the teacher company though.
So Sonic, I heard you run quite a lot. Where do you get all the stamina required for all that running, let alone at that speed?
The teacher asked in awe.
Huh, I don't know. It's never come to my mind. I guess it's another aspect or side effect to my powers.
Sonic said in reply.
Whoa, that's impressive.
The teacher said excitedly. Then Sonic ran across the gym and back to demonstrate his speed to the teacher.
See? Not even breaking a sweat. But it is still a workout. I just don't tire out so easily.
Sonic said confidently. Sonic's point of view.
Soon all the students returned and I stood next to Joey and Crystal as we lined up to begin our warm-ups. Hey Joey, looks like we'll be seeing each other a lot today, I told Joey as we did this.
Cool, and wow, you really do get excited for everything, don't you?
Joey asked with amusement. Yep, you should have seen my bucket list back when I first met Donut Lord, I replied as class officially started. Later in the session, we were playing dodgeball. I was able to dodge all the ones coming at me, and I didn't even need my speed to do it. I'm just that agile. Soon it was just me and a student from the other team, a girl named Jessica.
Wow, it looks like it's just me against the freak. I'll beat you, no problem.
She said harshly. I was not expecting that, but I ignored it as I started playing again. However, she was able to dodge them too.
Wow, I'm not even trying. And you know what, Blue Devil? I never miss.
Jessica exclaimed boastfully as she threw a dodgeball at me. I was caught off guard when she called me that. For some reason, this time I didn't find it funny, but instead hurtful. And the dodgeball hit me so hard that the force of it caused me to fall on my back.
Crystal's point of view.
I should have known Jessica would be like this. She was the rich snob of the school, the cliche popular girl, only gothic. And now she's my new friend, and the hero of the town. So I walked up straight up to her while Joey was checking to make sure Sonic was okay. Hey Jessica, what the heck is wrong with you? He's already suffered enough from the decade of isolation, and then Dr. Robotnik trying to kill him last week. Remember? I shouted at her in pure anger, demanding to know what her excuse was.
Well, it's because of him that our town got nearly destroyed. Plus, he doesn't belong here. He's not human. He should be put in a lab.
Jessica exclaimed harshly, but I could tell she was lying through her teeth, desperate to search for a good enough excuse to get me off her back. Wow, really? That's your excuse? It's just proving how desperate you are, I exclaimed as I walked away to check on Sonic myself.
Sonic's point of view.
I was so grateful for my friends protecting me like this.
Hey Sonic, are you okay? Because that dodgeball hit you pretty hard.
Joey asked me as he helped me up. I wanted to say yes. However, I overheard Crystal's and Jessica's argument thanks to my strong hearing, so I was able to hear all the insults Jessica was throwing out there about me. I'm fine physically. However, I still can't believe she called me all that. Who is she anyway? I replied, trying to recover from the painful insults. Then Crystal walked up to us.
That is Jessica Mills, the rich snobby goth jerk of the school. I'm so sorry about what she said about you. I should have warned you about her.
Crystal replied, obviously overhearing the question as she came over. Then she hugged me, which caught me off guard. But then I hugged her back. It's alright, Crystal. Thank you for defending me, and I'm okay, really, I said as we broke the hug. However, Jessica's insults kept playing over and over again in my mind, and I could feel that I was about to get over-emotional, which would cause my electricity powers to activate. However, Pencil Lady was teaching me a special breathing technique from her yoga exercises. So I began the exercise to calm myself down and avoid my strange powers from doing something bad. It was starting to work. That is, until Jessica decided she wasn't done with me.
What are you doing, freak? You're so weird. I don't know how people stand you. You shouldn't be here. Go back to wherever you came from. Why did you even leave your home anyway? Did you not belong there either?
Jessica shouted at me. I was able to ignore the first couple of insults, but that last one about my home planet was crossing the line. The pain from her insults mixed with the pain of the memories of why I left home were piling on and my electricity power activated. Stop it, please! I could accidentally hurt someone when someone puts me in this kind of emotional state. And how dare you bring that up? If you want to know why so badly, I was forced from my home for the same reason Eggman was chasing after me. Lone Claw sacrificed everything so that I could come here without them following. And keep in mind, I was a toddler when that happened. I said in a warning tone, for as angry as she made me, I didn't want to hurt her.
Wow, how pathetic.
Was all Jessica said in response to that. And that shook me to my core, for she wasn't even affected by my story in the slightest. But then Crystal and Joey stood in front of me. I walked straight up to Jessica.
Well, I knew you were a rich snob, bully, and a brat. Now you're just outright evil and you should be expelled for that.
Joey exclaimed. Then Jessica finally stopped and walked away as they all went back to the dressing room. So I took the time to calm myself down again. The PE teacher then walked up to me with concern.
Whoa, Sonic, are you okay? You got so intense for a second there.
The teacher asked as he kneeled down to be eye level with me and put his hand on my shoulder comfortingly. I'm alright. It's just that my childhood with Longclaw is a sensitive topic for me, I explained to him.
Well, don't worry. Me and Principal Walker will take care of her.
The PE teacher said reassuringly.
Krista's point of view.
I had just finished changing when Jessica walked up to me and slapped me.
That was for getting in my way. If it weren't for you, I would have forced him to leave.
Jessica stated with a cold-hearted expression on her face. What the heck do you think you're doing, you psychopath? I demanded, completely horrified.
Excuse me? How dare you call me that?
Jessica screamed in rage. So easy because you were beyond cruel to the sweet-hearted guy who already been through horrible trauma, I simply said as I walked out before she could get another word in. Also, I fell on the verge of tears and I wouldn't dare to let her see that.
Sonic's point of view.
I saw Crystal walking out of the dressing room with a huge red mark on her face and tears in her eyes. Whoa, Crystal, what happened? Are you okay? I asked her as I ran up to her.
Jessica slapped me for interfering with her bullying of you. She said if it wasn't for me and Joey, she would have forced you to leave, which meant she was going to physically hurt you.
Crystal explained as she let her tears fall freely like waterfalls. This disturbed me greatly as I hugged her to cheer her up. Don't worry, Crystal. Principal Walker will guarantee that justice will be served, I told her firmly and comfortingly. She then wiped her tears away and nodded in agreement.
Thanks, Sonic. You really are the purest thing on earth.
Crystal said happily and back to her old self. Joey then came over to us.
I heard about what happened to you, Crystal. Are you feeling alright?
Joey asked Crystal in deep concern.
Yes, I'm doing a lot better. Sonic's optimism is truly contagious, and he really knows how to cheer someone up.
Crystal replied happily.
That's great. Thanks, Sonic, for helping her feel better.
Joey said full of relief. No problem. And what are friends for? I replied happily. Then we left the gym to go to our next class.